Assalamualaikum and hello everybody. Today I will present to you about alcohol addiction. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. My name is IZZAT bin JAPAR. I'm from class DPC 1A. My matrix number is 33 DPC 20 F2003. Today I'd like to talk to you about alcohol addiction and what is alcohol addiction is about. First of all, I will talk to you about the causes of alcohol addiction. I will continue by giving the effects of this addiction and tell you the treatment to overcome or prevent this issue from happening. To finish, I will give you benefit of alcohol and I will make a conclusion that I got from this topic. First of all, what is alcohol addiction? If you want to know, alcohol addiction or alcoholism can occur when the individual has a drive to use alcohol, regardless of the unwanted consequences. Addiction is different from dependence. For your info, dependence is a psychological process, while addiction is psychological, even though they can occur separately, but they usually emerge at the same time. According to American Psychiatric Association, alcohol addiction or alcohol use disorder is considered as a mental health disorder in which the drug causes lasting change in the brain functioning. This change may continue use and relapse more likely in the future. It is because the symptom can range from mild to severe in the intensity. In addiction, alcoholism also can create numerous effects on someone's mental, physical, and social and health. Now, let's jump to the causes of alcoholism. There's a lot of causes. The firstly is biological factors. Second, environmental factors. Last but not least is social factors. Now, I will be talking about biological factors. Research have shown a close link between alcoholism and biological factors, particularly genetics and psychology. My point of view, some individuals can limit the amount of alcohol they consume, but the other may feel a strong impulse to keep going and going. For some reasons, alcohol gives them feeling of pleasure that's encouraging the brain to repeat the behavior. Eventually, repetitive behavior like this can make you more vulnerable to developing alcoholism. For your information, there are also certain chemicals in the brains that can make you more susceptible to alcohol abuse. For instance, indicated that alcohol dependence may be associated with up to 51 in various chromosomes. If these genes are passed down to generation from generation, the family members are more highly had a chance to developing drinking problems. Besides that, environmental factors also play the roles because in the recent years, studies have explored a possible connection between our environment and the risk of AUD. For example, many researchers have examined whether or not personal proximity to use alcohol retail store or bar affect their chance of alcoholism. From my point of view, people who live closer to alcohol establishments have more positive outlook on drinking, are more likely to participate in this activity. For example, people who live in the Kelang Valley record the most people that addiction to alcohol compared to Kelantan. Additionally, alcohol manufacturers are bombarding the general public with advertisement. Many of these ads show drinking as acceptable, fun, and relaxing pastime. Because of this, there's a lot of people who drink alcohol and they think it's a good activity, but they don't think okay about the consequences. Last but not least, income also play a role in the amount of person consume. For example, individuals who come from affluent neighborhoods are more likely to drink than those people who living below poverty. That means people who come from a silver spoon family get to buy expensive alcohols than people who are poor and they thinking about spending the money on the food only. Now let's jump to social factors. Social factors can contribute to a person's view of drinking. Our culture, religion, family, and work influence many of our behavior, including drinking. For your info, we are living in a multicultural country. We have a lot of races such as Iban, Malay, Chinese, Indian, and many more. For example, Iban celebrate Gawai with drinking a traditional alcohol that is tuak and langkau, if I'm not mistaken. Besides that, I think family also play the biggest role in a person's likelihood of developing alcoholism. Children who are exposed to alcohol abuse from an early age are more at risk of falling into dangerous drinking pattern. It is because the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Furthermore, I think people who starting a college or get a new job can also make our susceptible to alcoholism. During these times, you are looking for you are looking to make a new friends and develop relationship with peers, and you will get culture shock, and the desire to fit in well life may cause you to participate in this activity that you normally wouldn't partake in. Before you know it, you are heading to every company happy hours, dinners, and you drinking more frequently and even craving for a long day. Now, let's jump to the effect of alcohol addiction. The effects can categorize as a two. The firstly, short effects or short terms. The secondly is long term. Now, I will be talking about the short terms. Firstly, you will get blackouts. You will get blackouts due to binge drinking. If you want to know about blackouts, blackout is a phenomenon characterized by memory loss or amnesia. Secondly, you may decrease your brain activity. Lastly, you may gain weight. It is because alcohol is the second most calorie-rich nutrient after fat. If you want to know, beer has a similar number of calories as a sugary soft drink, and red wine has twice as much. Now, I will be talking about the long effects. Firstly, you will get memory problems. It is because the ethanol reduces communication between brain cells. Secondly, cancer. If you want to know, cancer is a very serious disease that caused by abnormal growth of cells. Alcohol consumption may be a risk factor for cancer of mouth, throat, colon, and many more. The cells lining your mouth and throat are especially vulnerable to the harmful effect of alcohols. Even you consume a light alcohols, you may increase the percentage to risk of mouth and throat cancer. Now, let's jump to the treatment for alcohol addiction. Firstly, you must see a counselor or therapist because they know about it and they're expert in this field. Also, they can help you learn new skills and strategy to help you stay more sober for a long time. Besides that, alcohol counselor also can teach you how to change the behavior that mean you want to change and you build a strong support system. Secondly, you must find support. Surround yourself with your family, friends, and others who are support your goals. Ignore all the negativity and throw them out of your life. Other than that, you must engage in activity and hobbies that don't involve to alcohol. For example, you can watch Netflix and play mobile or PC games such as Mobile Legends and PUBG. Now I'll be talking about the benefit of moderate drinking. Firstly, you can reduce risk of dementia. You can reduce stress anxiety. It also can decrease your blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for heart disease. Other than that, it can increase your life expectancy. Last but not least, it can reduce your weight gains and you can have fun with your friends. You can have a party with them. Now, I will make a conclusion that I got from this topic. There's a lot of causes of alcohol addiction that I said before. That's its biological factors, environment factors, and social factors. Also, the effects of alcohol addiction can categorize into two. The firstly, short terms, such as blackouts and gain weight, while long term is cancer and it can cause death. Because of this, you must hang out with good people and don't socialize with people who tend to drink a lot of heavy drinkers. It's not we hate them, because it's better to avoid them. Other than that, you must set a limit cup of alcohol and stay away from visiting places that sells alcohol like clubs and pubs. In addition, I suggest you to drink moderately and don't be a heavy drinker because you may you want to feel pleasure and you do not think about the consequences, and you may feel happy but not your family. Now I'll be talking about the moderate drinking can give you a lot of benefits, such as increased life expectancy, reduce weight, and you can have fun with your friends. You can hang out with them. But if you drink, please don't drink, don't drive it, because it can lead to other issues. If you want to stay away from this addiction, please refer to specialists who are experts in these fields, and you can get their opinion on how to overcome this. And last but not least, the family also should play their roles with care, with give them moral support and help them to overcome this problem and make their life happy. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.